is Redemption 101.5 FM Abak. The program is Close Up on RFM. This program, we intend all the time to bring very close to you those that make things to happen in your environment so that you can interact with them firsthand. Today, Close Up on RFM guest is one man who led the foundation of information infrastructure and information management system in Akwa Ibom State. He is the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Moses Ekpo MFR. Your Excellency, you're welcome to Redemption 101.5 FM Abak.
Thank you very much. I'm very excited. I'm absolutely excited to be here broadcasting from Abak.
My name is Comfort Umanah. I'm going to sing you on this program. Your Excellency, you have been a pioneer most of your working life, most part of it. And being here in Redemption 101.5 FM Abak, may you share your pioneering experiences with us?
Absolutely. I'm pioneering the first broadcast on this radio station. And let me say this, that it's an excitement, absolute excitement to me, to be broadcasting from my village in Abak. It reminds me of my days broadcasting for the Voice of America, for the BBC, and here in far away Abak, tucked away as it is, I am also broadcasting. Well, you're talking about pioneering. I don't know where I'll begin, but
anyway.
I like to say that by the grace of God, I got into the profession of journalism, probably I might say from school. Incidentally, my alma mater, the Holy Family College of Abak, is just behind the studio, where I think I started my journalism career, if you want to call it so. At that time, I was assigned the responsibility in the college of reporting news about the college, sport news, social news, cultural news, and my responsibility assigned to me by Father VJ Brady was to make sure that I write all the events, I report on all the events in the campus and get them posted in the school notice board for students. That's where it started. And little did I know that I was getting into a profession that I was going to live in forever.
Nice hearing that from you. If I recall, you were also the person that set up what is now the AKBC when you were the first commissioner for information in Akwa Ibom State. Is that right?
That is very correct. I thank God for that opportunity. The war ended, the Biafran war ended, and we returned to the state. Then it was a southeastern state. And of course, at that time, there was no way we could reach any part of the world, having been a new state and the state was ravaged. Then the southeastern state government worked with someone who believes almost in what I believe. He believes totally in God, the Almighty, as the Omega and maker of things. He believes in fairness, in equity, in justice, and so that you can see the synergy. If we're thinking the same way, probably that stabilizes what we have as a polity.
You handle boundary matters. How many of such conflicts have you resolved? How would you judge this government in boundary issues within the state and with neighboring states?
That is a very tough subject, but by the grace of God and because we believe that it's only God who is able to resolve issues. But I think we've not done badly. The problems between villages, communities in our state, we mediate within them, and we want the people to see that what brings problems? Land. And land is owned by nobody. God owns the land. As a matter of fact, the human being has just a temporary allocation of land, probably where you are buried after you're dead, and 2-3 days after there is a farm going on there. So it's not your own. We try to let the people know that you cannot spill blood over land, which is in fact is not your property. Land is owned by God. And you're only coming to stay around and be in a position to do what you can, and when your time comes, you go away. So why should land bring blood shed among the people? I think we've been successful because the paramount rulers, the traditional rulers, who are the real custodian of land because of the position, have been very useful in this regard. And we've been able to resolve quite a lot of them. Recently on our local government, we were able to broker a peace that has lasted for close to 52 years, where people have been killing themselves, destroying their property, and we're carrying on. But we rely totally on the concerns and the contributions of our paramount leaders, and of course, the people indeed. Once people know that land belongs to nobody, and that your forefathers who lived must have lived in peace with their neighbors, so what option do you have not to continue to live in peace with your neighbors?
So you continue to mention the paramount rulers, and during meetings, you go with the paramount rulers and some government officials, but the real people that will be affected in the dispute, they will be the one to be killed, to be maimed, are not involved. Why is it that you don't bring out the women, the children, the youths when you are brokering peace? You are doing it only with the who is who.
The paramount rulers are ROHs. Of course, if you are going to settle dispute between communities, you must have to meet with the communities. The communities are made up of men, women, children. So they are always there. If they don't agree, they can't sign memorandum of understanding. It is only when these people agree, and that's what it is.
Your Excellency will allow you to have a little breathing space while we play a little music. You are listening to Close Up on RFM, and the guest on this program is none other but the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Moses Ekpo MFR. If you want to reach us on this program, please visit our website www.redemptionfm.com, or you send us an email using news@redemptionfm.com. We are also on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and Parley. Simply reach for Redemption FM 101.5 Abak and follow the link from there. The number you will call in this program is 0904 222 1015. Your Excellency, are there some outstanding issues in community conflicts or land problems that you are still working on? Are you still with some cases you have to resolve in community conflicts?
Yes, of course. My responsibility or my assignment in government is to see to the peace of the community. I don't think that extends to families, squabbles, and all that. That's left for the people who should do it. And as I said earlier, when you're resolving any conflict between two communities, of course, members of that communities will be part and parcel of that resolution. And who signed the memorandum of understanding? It is the community leaders, it is the women, it is the men, and it is the children who must be part, the youths, they must be part and parcel of this resolution.
Is it possible that community clashes can completely be abolished in our state?
Well, that would be a very tall order, but you can minimize it. You can just minimize it, like what we're doing in Akwa Ibom State. I don't think we're having too many communities clashing as it used to be today, because everybody's realizing the fact that when there is a community clash, you are destroying the little you have. And you are destroying, if there were a government facility and you destroy that facility, it might take government a long time to come and replace that facility, let alone giving new facilities in place. So everybody gets to understand this. And government has decided that where communities do not want to live in peace among themselves over a land, government simply takes up the land and develops that land in the interest of the two communities by setting up industries or government projects that both sides will have to benefit from. And of course, this is taming. People know that they can come and take the land, and you can't even have the land again. It will now be government land, and you can't go there again. So that is helping us to minimize the crisis that we should have had here.
So let's get to the issue of Bakassi Peninsula. Once upon a time, Bakassi belonged to Akwa Ibom State and is no more in Akwa Ibom State. Is there any hope that that piece of land can be reclaimed for Akwa Ibom State? How is government handling refugee issues in Bakassi? There is nothing this government can do at this point in time about Bakassi. Like you know, that land was ceded to the Cameroons by an order of the federal government and the Cameroon government through the court. And like you say, it's sub judice for us to want to go and revive that kind of matter at this point in time. You are still listening on to Redemption 101.5 FM Abak. And the person that is being closed up on is the Deputy Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Mr. Moses Ekpo MFR. You may wish to call on the line. Okay. And
Good morning.
Good morning. You are talking with your Deputy Governor.
Good morning, Your Excellency.
Good morning.
Sir, compliment of the season, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, how are you doing?
Oh, good. I think I'm great by the grace of God.
Amen. Amen. It is so. Sir, my name is Julius by name, sir. Your Excellency, I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I reside at the Iparini local government. I want to appreciate you and the governor for what you people have been doing for the state, especially for the security and for the peace in Akwa Ibom. I'm so grateful with that. Sir, please, Your Excellency. Please, sir, I'm a physical challenged person. I am a cook in profession before I become a blind person. Your Excellency, you people make a comment in your campaign that the youth should stand up to rise to do something. That kind of process. Your Excellency, I can bake very fine as I'm talking to you. I know that I can bake very fine and I can also cook. Your Excellency, please, sir, I need your assistance. I need your help. I don't have anybody to assist me. I'm a blind person. I cannot see. So I need your help, Your Excellency, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Your Excellency is about to answer your question.
Thank you very much indeed. I want to thank you and for the good things you've said about what the government is doing. The area that we are very strong in is developing the entire human resources of our people. And I do not know, if you are from Bahrain local government, what I will ask you to do immediately is get in touch with the chairman of your local government area, because there are facilities that are arranged for disabled people. There is no way where you can get in touch with him, who now can get in touch with the Ministry of Women Affairs that is responsible for this area of development, and they'll put you into something. The government provides relief, not just palliatives, but they provide relief for people. You're a professional, as it were. Why should we not help you to develop your profession? The thing is to get to the right people. But I'm afraid it doesn't look like you listen to the radio a lot, and I'm sure you must have heard a lot of opportunities that government has developed, has announced for disabled people. Don't waste any more time. As we finish talking, get to the chairman of your local government area, and they said that this is what we want him to do, and get you in touch. All you need to do, get in touch with the Ministry of Women Affairs and Local Government, Ministry of Youth, depending on if you are in that category. It will be possible for something to be arranged for you. I cannot, from this point in time, send you help, because it has to be arranged, as I have told you.
Your Excellency, before you get the next call, this is a question from Nsidebe Udofa from our Facebook page. It says, "Good morning, Your Excellency. Please let the state government equip and the Government Technical College Abak to enable the student to acquire skill through practical experience."
I'm sure you do know that this state government has declared education an emergency in the 2021 year. And of course, the technical schools, technical colleges, provide what the government needs to be able to push its industrialization plan. And of course, I can assure you at this point as I'm talking that the technical college in Abak is in the front burner. If you're a student, or if you're an old student, or if you're a teacher there, you recall that one of the first things that the new board of this school, the Technical Education Board, did was to take a survey of all technical institutions in Akwa Ibom State and see what is lacking. Abak was part of the schools it visited, and I can assure you that in the present system, where government has declared an emergency in the educational sector, those things that are lacking, the equipment, the facilities, the buildings, will take front burners, and I'm sure something will happen.
Another question here from Ekpo MFR. His Excellency, sir, when is the state civil service recruiting? I am hungry. I can't steal. I do not have support to start up a successful business.
It depends on what business you want to start. There are facilities for loan, for assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture. And of course, everybody in our kind of community that is rural should be looking at developing agriculture. And if you have facilities, you have land, and you get to the Ministry of Agriculture, there are loans that are made, very simple loans that one can take and develop what you have. But you have to show that you have a base. You have a basis for asking for this.
Okay, we are still waiting for you to... Oh, can you please move away from your radio state when you are asking your question? We appreciate your contribution.
Good morning, His Excellency.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Redemption FM.
Good
And all the
morning.
people in the studio. My name is Godswin. I am calling from His Excellency. His Excellency, I want to thank God for keeping you alive for us, first of all. But there is a lot of challenges we have in the state. There is a lot of challenges we have in my local government, especially in Nika. His Excellency, please use your virtual power as a second in command and a second citizen of the state. That every local government is and the citizens are your children. What I'm trying to say is that in the local government, we have a lot of challenges when it comes to boundary, and we leave boundary between us and another state, which is a very and a boundary community. So we need a lot of security from the state. Number one, security first, because there is some of the community that mix up between Ika and Abia State. These crises have been there from year in, year out. Please, His Excellency, do something about it for us, because.
Thank you very much, His Excellency. Ika people, the border local government wants help.
Thank you very much. Let me correct one impression. I don't have any veto power. All my power derives from the governor, who has the overall say on things. We work with him, we communicate with him. He has designated me to be responsible for border issues. And I can tell you that the car issue, I don't know if you live in Ika, you'll discover that I do visit Ika from time to time. So I do know what you are talking about. And of course, at this point in time, we and Abia State are in constant communication to try and resolve these issues. But between these two states, we have a master, and that master is the federal government. Now, the National Boundary Commission is the umpire, and it is doing everything. Actually, the border tracing committee that was to begin work in February this year could not do so because of the pandemic. Nobody's allowed to go to anywhere that can be done. But let me tell you that on the part of government, we are absolutely doing all that we can to make sure there is no escalation from the point that it was. You talk about police posts, police security arrangements. Government is very much quite aware of that.
Yeah, Your Excellency, we are still expecting more questions.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Your Excellency, the Deputy of Akwa was said.
Good morning,
Redemption FM. This is Brother Charles Akban. I call from Abak local government area. Your Excellency, imagine it interests you that the only access route now from Abak to you is the hospital road that leads through the Pepsi Junction and so on. It might also interest you to know that that road has become deplorable now, that accessing with you now is an obvious task. I don't know what the state government is doing about it. Can you please help us? Because
Your Excellency, Ibom, Pepsi Road.
I don't know the last time you were on that road. You see, we had a good road linking us with Uyo, linking Abak with Uyo through Abak Uyo Road. But because of the bridge that was constructed, Ibom Road was simply a byway road that could help us. And of course, at the beginning, we allowed a lot of vehicles that were not meant for that road to traverse that road, and made the road very deplorable. But I do know, I'm sure you do know, that a lot of work has been done from the Uyo sector to the roundabout somewhere in the village there, and the rest are being on. I'm sure you know, if you go on that road, you see that there are still people and materials that are waiting to be done on that road. And I'm sure it will come through as soon as we can. Bearing the fact that this time, I hope there is no lockdown again, because of the spread of the pandemic and the way the community is looking at the pandemic. People think that COVID-19 is over, and if we allow it to spread, it will not be possible for people to go out working. But I'm sure they're doing something about that. I am touched. I'm part of it. And I do know how I feel about it. The government and the governor are very concerned, and certainly something is being done as quickly as we can to make sure that that road is restored.
Your Excellency, before we get back to the callers, we have people here from our Facebook page. And this one is in Nibege Udov, also from Ika. Your Excellency, when will the governor fulfill the campaign promises he made to the Ika people, the sports academy, cosmetic industry, and the international market?
The Ministry of Industries doing something about the cosmetic industry. Now, everything was locked down. The people are not allowed to, investors who came in here and started something cannot come back now because people are not allowed to travel out. People from Germany, people from China, in fact, the Chinese who were interested in that project and who had already put in some amount of money to carry on that project are not allowed to leave their country until they get the vaccination. So it's a question of time. And I do know that this situation will pass away and we'll be able to get back all the investors. Dom Emmanuel is a promise keeper. That is the truth. That is the truth. If you like to believe it, you can believe it. But I do know, even in Ika, what about the road that he was doing? The contractors had to leave because they were not Nigerians. They went back to their places and they're coming back to do the road as soon as this pandemic is over.
So we also have this one from Ntia from the Abak Waterside. Good morning, my Deputy Governor. I am happy to listen to you today from RFM Abak. Sir, what are you doing in the area of youth development in Abak?
When you ask a question like that, it means you're not with the times. If you're with the times, there are various government development programs across the state with regards to youth. The youth development is massive. Young people who don't want to loaf about are given the possibilities to be trained in agriculture, in other areas of development. All I ask you, are you in touch? Are you in touch with the Ministry of Youth and Sports? Are you in touch with the local government area? Have you taken your problems? Have you talked with them? If you don't, please hurry and talk with them because there are various facilities that have been provided for the youth. As a matter of fact, this government places a premium on the development of youth because these youth are the people, young people who can use their energy to push the industrial development of the state. But you must have a skill. If you don't have a skill, if you're not trained for a skill, you cannot be part and parcel of this. So you cannot sit down like some of our youths do. They're stopping people on the road. Yeah, that's not skill. That is not skill at all.
Yes, you're still listening to Close Up on RFM here on Redemption 101.5 FM. Abak. We'll go on a short break and we'll be back. Welcome back. Before you call in again, Your Excellency, let's take this one that was prepared for you. During the COVID lockdown, food and other items were distributed to people. But there was a small complaint that at the receiving end, the quantity of food was too small. What's your take on that, sir? You are the first guest in this program, and as a pioneer, continue to pioneer. Thank you. My name is Comfort Umanah, the host of this program, and we hope to see you again another Thursday.